let my signals in. Whenever an individual come up to you and ask you, have we met or have I ever seen you before? Now, certain individuals going to probably say, oh, this individual trying to come on to me, or you think they're up to something, and it's okay to be aware. But whenever certain individuals from the unknown come up to you, you can feel certain things. All right. Now, if a certain individual say, hey, I seen you somewhere before, they probably have. And I'm going to break it down. Not on a physical realm. Not these individuals, that watches. They basically, you got program eyes watching us everywhere. All right. So I'm going to take this to many levels. I'm going to take this off of this realm. All right. Whenever it comes to our physical body, our physical body, basically, how can I put this? Of course, we carry a special energy, and we put our energy in our hologram inside of these devices. So our images basically inside of these devices. All right. So they can basically shift into the artificial portals. Now, whenever it comes to using these devices, basically we're exchanging energies. All right. Just to put that out there. So certain energies that you take in can cause confusion. So you got to learn how to shift certain things, and certain things you can't shake off. You're basically going to have to battle this certain disturbed energy in another world. You might not can destroy it on the physical, but you can destroy it somewhere else. Do you feel my signals? You have certain individuals that get certain things from another dimension and bridge basically your so-called minds with different so-called realities, if y'all feel my signals. Certain individuals bring certain things from different dimensions and connect it to I call them the illusion portals like Facebook, IG, YouTube, certain devices that we use. All right. So you see these apps, for example, and I thought that the apps basically, I thought they was annoying, the old faces, and of course you got certain individuals. You have certain individuals that want to follow the illusion lights. So that app, with the funny emojis and can shapeshift faces and stuff. Certain individuals pulled that from another dimension and putting it in this physical reality. So now that the unknown is connecting with this physical realm, this so-called Gaia, Earth, whatever y'all want to call it, names and titles. Certain worlds are basically tapping in, and it's causing confusion. So these individuals took certain shapeshifters out there to latch on y'all's energy, your hologram, latch on your hologram to confuse certain things on another level. And I talked about this years ago. Certain individuals that you watch on a device, I even talked about the clone voices, and certain devices, you see these holograms, that's not really them. It could be something totally different from the unknown. So these individuals then connected with this so-called time machine and got y'all transfer your subconscious and connecting it to the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s. That's the reason why this so-called old programs that they set up back then is playing out now. You're not where you think you are. You're visiting old programs. Do you feel my signals? You're visiting old programs. And certain individuals connected that so you can't go further. And some of y'all rather stay stuck. You want to research. And I always say stop researching. Research yourself. Because you're basically researching other individuals' program. Because there's nothing but all of this stuff, social media, Google, and all of this stuff. And I said this illusion years ago, that it's nothing but a program. So, let me go back to the faces. You see certain faces and stuff, and certain individuals could use your hologram and send it off into another world. Do you feel my signals? And like I said, you could be a president, an entertainer, a basketball player, or whatever. They can use your hologram. Now, if you connect to different rooms or dimensions, because there's unlimited dimensions, because everybody talk about, there's 6 dimensions. It's unlimited dimensions. How do they know? They're just going by somebody else's so-called study or research. But you could take your hologram into other worlds. I took my physical into other worlds. My hologram into other worlds. I actually seen like myself in other worlds. What's going on now basically already happened. Sometimes some of y'all be like, oh, I have deja vu and stuff. Certain memories are playing back in the parallel universe. Because certain things are connected to your soul. Do you feel my signals? So, whenever you have the dreams, basically, I always say the dreams, basically, you're meditating. You're taking in programming when you watch the devices and certain things. That's why you got to shift certain things, control your thoughts. You see certain faces. You can talk to an individual and they'll shapeshift on that plane. 1 minute you can see them and you talking to them, and then you'll see another face. It could, change up shades. And that's basically on the physical reality when you see these holograms, when you see certain images and different faces on social media. Oh, I told y'all, I'm about to take this off of this world. I'm about to take this to many levels. I've seen a lot of stuff, and I put certain things out there. And y'all have to stop blaming these individuals. Because there's certain parts of you that's connected to other worlds, basically trying to destroy you. Or connect with you and get you out of certain situations. Do you feel my signals? Your physical, that's your home. That's your home. You're connected with that. You're visiting that. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're renting that out. Because once you reach certain levels, you can shift your physical. And like, for example, like right now, some of y'all probably reach certain levels and you probably shift your physical. You're not where you think you are. You probably thinking you're on this so-called planet Earth or Gaia, but you're connected to something totally different on another level. Do y'all feel my signals? Your physical, you probably connected to the old memories. So you could be like certain individuals probably think you're dead, but you're not really dead. Your energy's still connected. Your hologram's still connected to certain holograms, the energy, and you're feeding off of each other. We all could basically be. We could have already shifted, but we still connected to the old memories, and certain parts of us is in other places with many different types of faces that's not connected to the physical realm. But like I said, the house that you're in, that's not your home. This illusion, this is not yours. This so-called creation, that's not yours. The Bible, the biblical characters, religion, politicians, the government, that's not meant for y'all. That's nothing but like program eyes that's tapping into your home, your physical, not the illusion skulls. That's what I call the houses and buildings and stuff. Your home basically got invaded with hidden rituals. And some of y'all don't see that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking about the house, the illusion skull that y'all are connected with, that you're taught. Like I said, who raised y'all? You got to really look at it. Who raised your so-called parents and the generation and stuff like that. All of this stuff already happened into the program. Whether it's the machines or certain things inside of the illusion portals, the devices, Facebook, YouTube, IG, or whatever. Whenever y'all feed the machine or feed other individuals, you're basically giving them sight beyond sight. If y'all feel my signals, you're giving them sight beyond sight whenever they tap into your soul. The unknown is certain souls basically merging into the physical realm. All right, and certain things are basically shifting, just like I said, whenever it comes to our energy. Our energy can shift and do many things, magic and a lot of stuff. You could tap into many abilities. And these individuals, whenever they tap into your envision, they turn it into a script. A scripted program. And old programs. And twist it around. And a lot of y'all follow that. They bring things, well, the shadows. The shadows and the unknown bring things in other worlds, not just on this so-called Gaia, Earth, or whatever y'all want to call it. They bring in certain things. And like these apps that y'all seeing, that stuff is old. It's played out. The devices, they're played out. Because our energy can do many things. But y'all stuck on the devices and the old programs. And you stuck in your home, your physical. Not, like I said, not the stuff that you rent, the car that you rent, because everything carries energies. All right? these scriptures that y'all read, books and all of that stuff. How is that going to help you? Animals, they don't read. Animals, they're not out here like worried about the laws and different things. They're on a higher frequency. And the animals, you know, and insects, like I said, the insects play a big part. You know, certain insects and certain animals, like, for example, like certain rats, certain energies, it's like they hide certain energies into certain things, and I see what's going on. And I'm not getting ready to get deep into that because I was getting ready to like take that to another level, but that's another video. I'm not even going to go there. But whenever, like, for example, like I was telling a certain individual the other day, I was like, if you decide to shift out of your physical body, but y'all say dead, but like I said, you already connected to the dead, the names and titles, that's dead to me. That's nothing but a fake character. But how would you know if you shifted? Because you're on that plane. It's like you're shifting planes whenever you shut down. You're charging your soul whenever you so-called sleep. And like I said, I'd rather stay asleep than wake up to this illusion. I'd rather just stay asleep because you can shift on many levels. You know, like I said, whenever it comes to the funerals and stuff like that, to me, I feel like that's rituals. Because you got certain individuals, they don't know what they're talking about. They're going by the program, and whenever it comes to your loved ones, you know, I feel like they got their energy stuck. You know, how come they buried them in a box? And I talked about this already, but they got them in a box, a square, shaped in a square. And like I said, it's connected to the shape-shifted numbers. There are certain times when certain individuals, you know, how could I put this? When certain energies, and this could, our loved ones, some of our loved ones are connected to some of these cults, like the Masons in them. They can get certain parts of you shut down. Like, set certain things up to feed the goat. You know, and then they buried them. And like I said, our physical, like our brains, they're still active whenever you shift and leave. And I don't care what the scientists or any individuals say. You're still active. So they put y'all in your loved ones in a box to block certain energy, so they can't connect with you. Now, if a certain individual get lost in the wood, fall in a ditch and stuff, they're shifting on many levels. They're traveling, and this is how I feel. And I've seen certain things. You know, certain holograms can connect with you. Certain holograms can actually escape from the grave. They rise from the grave and destroy their physical, so certain individuals can't get information. How come you see them digging up like certain graves? And I know that me and Spiritually Free was talking, and it's awful funny, the biblical characters, they never digged up their bones like, you know, Moses and the Jesus character and all of that stuff. Because they didn't exist. It's nothing but names and titles. Guides and all of that stuff that y'all connect and give y'all's energy to. Now, I know I'm flying all over the place, but y'all feel my signals. You know, y'all basically you shouldn't give praise to something that's created by another individual. Connect with your energy. Shift with your energy. Because these characters, you know, we speak many different languages. Well, programmed to speak different languages. Because like I said, we're sounds and vibrations. Animals, they could communicate without talking on many levels because they're on a higher frequency. Like I said, the machines, the poles, the antennas, that plays a big part. You're on a broadcast. Do y'all feel my signals? Well, y'all are on a broadcast. Some of y'all connected with program cast eyes, rituals, casting spells, connected with the cast, forecast, the weather that's created by the machine, and y'all bring it inside your physical home. You know, and I always said whenever I decide to leave the physical, I'm taking my physical with me. No funerals. I don't want no funerals, none of that stuff. Certain individuals going to be like, what happened? I'll probably be a myth. I'd rather be a myth than be inside this ground. Because, you know, I don't want to return back to the physical. I'm on something totally different because I don't want to connect with the old programs and be on repeat. And there's no such thing as death. But some of y'all connect with death. Have you ever actually come face to face with it? Nah. Can you actually feel it? Do you know when it's coming? But if you can control certain things in other planes, you can see what plays out on the physical, so-called reality. So whenever it comes to death, that's the names and titles, not your energy. The shape-shifting numbers, they are always going to be in other worlds. It might not look like the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s. Do y'all feel my signals? My signals, they're going to destroy certain parts of this illusion. My energy is going to help soul shift. And I'm going to show y'all how the paradigm shift. What? Did somebody say something?